Your yoni is not just sexual. She is intuitive, emotional, and intelligent. And when you stop performing and start listening, she may reveal why your life force has gone quiet. There are seasons in life where a woman does not feel turned on by anything, not by love, beauty, or even life itself. And when that happens, many women assume something is wrong with them. But sometimes, what has gone quiet is not your worth. It's your connection to your body, your connection to your feeling world, and your connection to your pleasure centers, your connection to the sacred intelligence that lives in your yoni. And no, this is not about becoming hypersexual. This is not about performing femininity. This is not about forcing pleasure because you feel sad. This is about remembering that your body still carries messages, that your yoni is not just a sexual machine. She is a listening center, a truth center, a feeling center, and a powerful portal. And when approached with reverence, intention, and safety, connecting with her can help gently awaken parts of you that depression, numbness, grief, shame, or disconnection may have buried. This is the difference between chasing pleasure and allowing pleasure. One is grasping and the other is receiving. One says, "Fix me, save me, prove I'm alive," while the other says, "I'm here now, show me what is true." And that distinction matters. When a woman has been living in survival mode, her pleasure often gets pushed to the back of the temple. Her mind becomes loud, her body unwell, frozen, guarded. Though she may still be functioning, still working, still posting, still answering texts, still doing all the things. But inside, the river is not flowing. And the tragedy is not just that she feels less joy, it is that she stops receiving information from her own system. Because pleasure is information, softness is information, desire is information, and numbness is information too. Many women have been conditioned to relate to the yoni in one of three ways: as something to hide, as something to perform through, or as something that exists for someone else's access and pleasure. Very few women were taught to relate to the yoni as a wise, living intelligence, to sit with her, breathe with her, to ask her questions, to notice what she says through sensation, emotion, imagery, memory, tightening, expansion, warmth, tears, ache, pain, infection, and of course, wetness. But please hear me, because this is important. Look at me. The yoni does not only speak in pleasure. She may speak first in numbness. She may ache in grief. She may be shut down by shame. She may speak in the body saying, "I have not felt safe enough to open," and stay closed in resistance. And that too is communication. So this practice is not about demanding ecstasy on command. Please hear me. It's about building a relationship and a connection with your yoni. Because depression can sometimes bring a kind of flattening, muting, and distance from sensation as an expression of loss of intimacy with life and with self. So let's do a sacred reframe here, because enlightened lovers are solution-minded. And one deeply feminine embodied way to begin returning to yourself is not to demand a breakthrough, but to create conditions where the body can whisper again. Your yoni, again, is not a machine. She is not a trick you use to get out of pain. She's not your emergency exit. She's part of your inner temple. And if you enter that temple like a conqueror, you will miss the medicine. But if you enter like a devotee, you will begin to hear what has been waiting for you all along. Even if what you hear at first is sadness, emptiness, or slow down, I need more gentleness. That is still contact. That is still healing. And that is the beginning of intimacy. So, what might this actually look like? It can be incredibly simple. Light a candle, dim the room, put on music that makes your body feel less alone, and place one hand on your heart and one hand over your womb or yoni. And before you do anything else, set an intention, not a demand, an intention. Something like, beloved body, I am here to listen. What do you want me to know? Show me where life still wants to move. Help me feel what is ready to be felt. Teach me how to receive without grasping. Then begin with slow movement. Rock your hips. Make gentle circles with your pelvis. Lengthen your spine. Let your jaw soften and your breath drop lower. Let your face unperform, because a lot of women are trying to feel while still wearing the mask. No wonder the body stays hidden. She's waiting for you to arrive for real. So move slowly enough to notice. Notice warmth, tension, if emotion arises. Notice if you want to cry. Notice if pleasure wants to come in and flicker your flame for a holy second and then disappear. Don't chase it. This is where so many people lose the plot, because pleasure will come, and immediately the mind will try to grab it. Oh, there it is. Keep it. Make it bigger. Don't lose it. And then, just like that, the nervous system leaves receiving and goes into control. But the feminine body always knows what to do. She'll open through safety and not force, through presence, not performance, through permission, not pressure. So when pleasure comes, welcome it. And when it moves, let it. Receive, feel, let go. Receive, feel, let go. That rhythm alone can teach a woman so much about life. Sometimes in these moving meditations, the messages will not come as words. They may come as an image, a memory, a sudden knowing, a wave of grief, a desire to rest, and a realization that you've been saying yes when your body means no. A realization that you've been starving for beauty, touch, stillness, sunlight, truth. Sometimes your yoni is not saying, I need more sex. Sometimes she's saying, I need more safety. I need more honesty. I need more time. I need better boundaries. I need less self-abandonment. I need you to stop calling scraps a freaking beast. And that, my love, is where this becomes sacred, because now we are no longer talking about pleasure as indulgence. We are talking about pleasure as power and guidance, and pleasure as a way the body reveals what nourishes life and what drains it. And let me say something with absolute clarity. This practice can support a woman who feels disconnected, shut down, numb, ashamed, or estranged from her own body, her own self. But if you're dealing with significant or persistent depression, please do not make your yoni responsible for carrying what requires wider support. Let this be a stand for care, not the entire rope. Therapy, trauma-informed support, nervous system work, restoration, medical evaluation where needed, spiritual care, embodied practice. This is about integration, not magical thinking. Because true healing has integrity, and integrity is super sexy, much sexier than bypassing actuality. A high-value, deeply embodied woman doesn't use pleasure to escape herself. She uses pleasure to deepen relationship with herself. She listens, she discerns, she honors timing. She doesn't force openings that her nervous system has not consented to. She doesn't shame herself if sensation is faint. She doesn't compare her body to fantasy. She builds trust. That is the standard. Not constant arousal, not performative sexuality, not proving how liberated you are. Trust. Can you trust yourself enough to feel one sensation fully without clinging? Can you trust your body enough to hear, not yet? Can you honor a small opening without demanding fireworks? That is mastery in medicine and feminine intelligence. Your yoni is not merely where pleasure happens. She is one of the places where truth happens. And when you meet her with reverence, intention, movement, breath, and patience, she may begin to help you remember something depression often tries to erase. That life can still move in you. That sensation can still return. That joy doesn't always arrive as a lightning strike. Sometimes she returns as a flicker, a pulse, a soft yes, a breath that finally reaches lower, a hip that circles without force, and a tear that says, I am fine. So begin there, not with pressure, not with performance, not with the demand to be healed by tonight. Begin with communion. Ask, listen, move, receive, let go. And let your body teach you slowly, honestly, sacredly, how to come back to life. If this spoke to something deep in you, I invite you into deeper work with me through Ascension Academy, where we explore embodiment, attachment healing, feminine self-mastery, and sacred relational intelligence in a grounded, ethical way. This is the work of becoming a woman who can feel, discern, receive, and remain. And that changes everything. Sincerely and with love, Guru Amora.